Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new video. Decades ago, a wandering writer stepped into these very shadows. What he witnessed in this jungle became the most beloved story in the world. A boy who spoke to wolves, a panther wise beyond his years, a bear who knew the jungle's secrets, and a tiger, so feared even speaking his name brought terror. But here's what that writer never told you. The real stories, the ones written in blood, survival, and ancient instinct. Think you know which story I'm talking about? Drop your guess in the comments. But I promise you, the reality we're about to uncover will leave you speechless. This is the third legendary forest I'm exploring in Madhya Pradesh. I've already faced the ghosts of Satpura and survived the mysteries of Sanjay Dubri. In Satpura, 6 tigers revealed themselves to me. In Sanjay Dubri, 5 more emerged from the shadows. But Pench is different. This is where fiction was born from reality. How many tigers do you think I'll spot by the end of this Madhya Pradesh series? Closest guess gets a shout out in the final video. Drop your number in the comments now. Because what happened in Pench, nobody saw coming. The jungle never reveals its secrets easily. At dawn, Turia zone wore a mask of innocence. Birds sang, deer grazed, and the morning mist made everything look safe. But experienced eyes know better. In the wild, beauty and danger dance together. The Nilkant perched majestically on the highest branch, glowing like a skyborn flame against the morning light. It was as if the Indian Pitta had been dipped in a dozen hues, each feather a bold stroke of nature's brush. High above, in the canopy, the crested serpent eagle claimed its throne, a feathered sentinel watching over its domain. Within the knotted canopy, the Indian scops owl rested, still and unseen. The spotted deer felt it first. These spotted deer are the jungle's early warning system, their instincts sharpened by a million years of being hunted. Something was wrong. Something was hunting. We were about to discover what. And then silence shattered. A leopard. And beneath him, a story that was already over. I've seen tigers kill. Explosive, dominant, unapologetic. Raw power tearing through buffalo hide like paper. If you have not seen the video yet, link is given in the description and I button. But this was an artist at work. Precision over power. Stealth over strength. The leopard had rewritten the rules of the hunt and we were witnessing the masterpiece. In that moment, I understood something profound. There's no single way to be apex. There's the tiger's way and there's the leopard's way. But the forest wasn't done with us yet. At first, we thought it was a log, a shadow, wishful thinking. Then it moved. Elmar, the undisputed king of Turia zone. This wasn't just any tiger. This was a legend with scars that told stories of battles won, territories claimed, and respect earned through blood and determination. When he finally rose and melted back into his kingdom. Every step reminded us, we were guests here. He was home. But Elmar's legacy was already walking among us. The Pardev female emerged. Not just a tiger, but a teacher. Behind her, shadow became substance, her sub-adult son, copying every step, learning every lesson. This wasn't play. This was education. Every paw step a lecture, every pause a masterclass in survival. Watching them, I realized I wasn't just witnessing tigers. I was watching the future of Pench being written in real time. Sillari zone gave us something rarer than tigers. It gave us time to think. At Jhanut point, the world felt suspended between breaths. The water was so still it seemed like liquid glass, reflecting not just trees but possibilities. Sometimes the jungle teaches you patience. Sometimes it teaches you that the greatest predators move when they choose, not when you're ready. As dark clouds gathered and the first drops began to fall, I had a feeling. This was just the beginning. The real story was yet to unfold, and it was about to be spectacular. What we found in Khursapar broke every rule I thought I knew about tiger behavior. 4 sub-adult tigers together in perfect harmony. These weren't just any cubs, these were the children of B2, one of the most successful mothers of Pench. And they were rewriting everything I thought I knew about tiger society. Each cub had a distinct personality. The leader, always first into the water. The watcher, eyes constantly scanning for danger. The player, finding joy even in human trash. That moment reminded me why we fight to keep these spaces wild and clean. But what struck me most wasn't their differences, it was their unity. In most places, sub-adult tigers are solitary, competitive, territorial. Here, they had created something rarer than individual strength. They had built a brotherhood. Their stillness wasn't laziness, it was confidence. They didn't need to prove anything to anyone. They were royalty and they knew it. Something in the jungle had spoken to them, a language older than words, deeper than sound. I was watching the exact moment when cubs transform into predators. When play becomes purpose, when royalty learns to rule. B2 had done more than raise 4 cubs. She had created 4 future legends. Places like this remind us what we're fighting to protect, not just tigers, but the entire world that creates tigers. Every hide, every water hole, every trail, they're not just infrastructure. They're doorways into a world that existed long before us and must exist long after. So, have you guessed the story yet? The wandering writer I mentioned, his name was Rudyard Kipling. The story he created from these very forests became the Jungle Book. But here's what Kipling never could have imagined, that a century later, people would come from around the world not for his fiction, but for the living, breathing, magnificent reality. Mowgli was just a story. But Elmar, the B2 cubs, the Pardev lineage, their legends writing themselves every single day. We didn't just visit Pench, we walked through the pages of a living book where every tiger is both character and author of their own epic tale. If these tigers moved you, hit like and share this with someone who loves the wild. Subscribe because the journey isn't over yet. Can you guess where we are heading next? Drop your guess in the comments. And remember, every forest holds a story worth saving. Stay wild, stay well.